I'm Frank Paterno, General Manager of the Patio Products for Lansing Building Products. This is Chris Noe with Renaissance Patio Products, and we're here today to go over our Renaissance Patio product line. This product line is geared towards Lansing only, and it's a product line that's going to help you meet your goals and achieve the PAR points that you need to succeed in your yearly PAR report. The Renaissance product line is designed as a non-stock kit, which will be delivered from our Tampa production facility directly to your door. The installation is easy, simple, and a great way to improve your margins on your patio products.
So stay tuned, and we're going to explain every detail of the Renaissance program from start to finish. Hi, my name's Chris Noe with Renaissance Patio, and today we're going to talk about the patio industry in general and how the Renaissance system of highly decorative patio covers, pergolas, gazebos, and shade trellises can help your customers achieve higher success in the industry through highly unique sales advantage, through very high quality materials and an incredibly simple method of installation, an incredibly simple method of ordering, and an incredibly simple method of pricing each one of these systems. So, like many inventions, this one was born through need. I had 10 years experience as a home improvement contractor specializing in pergolas and patio roofing, and through that experience we all realized that there was a deficit in what was available for materials at the time, and so set about redesigning each one of these systems to have a not only a better aesthetic appeal, but also a much simplified method of installation, along with a much easier time of selling each product against what was on the market presently. All of our Renaissance products were designed with an eye on aesthetic as well as ease of installation. So when you take a look at a standard patio, for example, we'll take this little standard screen wall. What you see is a highly efficient design, designed to be the absolute lowest cost possible and designed to be relatively simple to install. But what you end up with is a system that makes a lot of sacrifices in the name of supposed simplicity. And so you have all these external screws. You have to cut all these clips separately. You have to know how to use this system in order to really put one together well. And that becomes a problem because then you have to have highly trained and experienced installers in the field, which we all know are relatively difficult to find in most markets. The Renaissance system takes a different approach. We've done a lot of the design and engineering work in advance. And so instead of shipping you parts which you have to cut down, we ship you finished clips which align and slide in. We ship cut to length parts that allow you to anchor everything together. And what you end up getting is much more of a cohesive look. Then on top of that, we have covers and assemblies that hide all the ugly bits. So you have a completely decorative patio system that's also incredibly easy to install. All right, so let's talk about the Renaissance product lines, their advantages, and who they were designed for. So first we have the Moderno. The Moderno is a clean, simple, modern design with a sculpted post, sculpted header, post caps, decorative gutter system, and a clean, simple, insulated aluminum roof. And the Moderno was designed for a home with more of a simple aesthetic or more clean lines, and a customer that is potentially more price conscious. So when you take a look at the Moderno system, what we have is a system with decorative post caps that conceal the attachment to ground. We have posts, all extruded aluminum with a profiled design to give it more aesthetic appeal. We have a header which has these nice clean lines on it. And then on the roofing system, like all of our Renaissance products, it does include our highly decorative gutter system, which even incorporates a nylon resin cap system so that the installers don't have to make any dangerous miter cuts on this large gutter system. And this also presents a really clean appearance when you're standing back in the yard. Next up, we have the Contempo. And if you just take the Moderno and add truss ends to it, that creates the Contempo. The Contempo patio roof was purpose-built to compete with the decorative aluminum wood type systems on the market today. And if you take a look at how an aluminum wood structure generally looks, it is a regular patio and it's been covered with roll form sheet metal with a grain texture in it to give the general aesthetic of wood, but you got to be standing pretty far back to make it believable. So for this reason, with the Contempo, we didn't try and put a wood grain on anything. We let it be what it is, which is a high-strength extruded aluminum patio system with decorative truss ends. And just like all of the Renaissance systems, it incorporates the same sculpted gutter caps, and corners. Next is the Classico. The Classico is our flagship design, and the Classico incorporates trusses that extend from the most distant part of the structure all the way back to the host structure, or on a freestanding structure from end to end. So instead of just having truss ends on the front, we have a fully framed system that returns to the house. The Classico was really designed because when you get into the field and somebody has a really spectacular home, installing a standard patio roof really detracts from the home. And installing a fully exposed beam wood system is prohibitively expensive in most areas. So the Classico accomplishes the goal of having a fully framed roof system while being maintenance free and much easier to install. Next, let's talk about the Fresco system. This is a really exciting product because it incorporates a semi-translucent quintuple walled polycarbonate roof system. So that means you get the best of all worlds. You get a highly decorative pergola style patio cover, complete with the decorative post covers, decorative posts, decorative header, all the aspects of the other Renaissance products that really make them unique. And on top of that, you get this translucent roof panel, which allows sunlight through, keeps out the rain, and blocks 98% of UVA and UVB rays, keeping the patio underneath extremely cool and comfortable. So for the customer that wants the aesthetic of a beautiful outdoor pergola, but doesn't want the rain on their furniture or on their dining set, the Fresco is the ultimate answer. And of course, we have the Aria shade trellis. The Aria was designed from scratch as an all extruded aluminum, virtually maintenance-free shade trellis that can be built in a myriad of configurations, including attached to a host structure, freestanding in the yard like all of our systems. And the Aria incorporates the same posts, the same decorative header, the same truss design, only it uses shade tubes to accomplish providing 60% shade over the patio or less. So in this model, this has a 2-inch tube and 4-inch space, and you can see here how decorative this shade trellis really is when it's fully assembled. And the great part about this, it's incredibly easy to install. This uses all self-tapping screws. 12 by 24 system can typically be installed in a day, 2 days at most if you have a smaller installation team, and it is highly, highly price effective. So this system we are selling dollar for dollar, the same cost as the much less structurally relevant 024 roll form aluminum wood look products. We also have our Dolce screen wall system, which is designed to fit the posts of all Renaissance products. So it is a screen track which slides into the post. It has a U channel in the center where it allows the fasteners to penetrate both the posts, the header, and the footing below, and a snap cover that then conceals those fasteners. So you can install screen into any one of the Renaissance systems, all with concealed fasteners and huge openings, because the Dolce screen system is 50% thicker than standard screen beams that you would see on the market. And finally, last but not least, let's talk about the Linea sunroom framing system. So like the Dolce screen walls, this framing system can be installed in any of the Renaissance products. And what it basically does is allow you to take an opening in any system and include glass walls. Now, what kind of glass? Well, simple: tempered, insulated impact, low E. Any glass option that's available in a standard window is going to work in your Lumino sunroom. And that's what makes this such a diverse product. So you can install either a Moderno, a Contempo, or a Classico patio cover. Then you can install a Linea or Dolce framing system and install either screen or glass into that existing patio, or sell it as a kit from scratch as a Lumino sunroom, which includes all of the framing necessary for not only the roof and the wall system, but the windows, the doors, the fill panels, and every single part that's required in order to complete that sunroom project. So you're ordering that kit and everything that you need arrives. So what we've tried to do is give you a full line of products that allows you to walk into a customer's home or walk into an installer's office and have a product that fits every need, from the clean, simple, cost-effective lines of the Moderno patio roof through the fully exposed frame Classico or the polycarbonate roof Fresco, all the way to the Aria shade trellis, the screen walls, or sunroom walls. This system allows you to go in and know that you have a product that meets every demand. So let's talk about marketing. In the home improvement industry, there is a big issue with marketing because the huge companies in the industry tend to dominate, and then the local independent installer has to compete with their enormous budgets. What we have done at Renaissance is give tools or created tools that allow the independent installer to give a fully comprehensive sales pitch. From our simple product-based brochure, which is an 8.5 by 11 booklet, to our much more comprehensive 9 by 12 pitch book, which walks an in-home salesperson through a comprehensive sales pitch from the company story all the way through to the different products that are available on the market, and of course the full line of Renaissance products. This book, when used correctly, walks you through a basic sales pitch, and that's just a great visual aid when you're in the home. Additionally, you need to get leads into the business first in order to be able to set those appointments. So we do offer print media templates. We have a template in both full page and half page, and these are templates that are market research, that have a history of success, that allow you to swap in and out the images along with a comprehensive internet marketing program. Now, this is an optional program, and we set it up to support companies who see themselves being high volume dealers of this product. So who we're looking for with the marketing program is companies that have a sales team that can get out there and push the product into market, and we will support them with a digital marketing campaign. That campaign is designed to generate top placed rankings on all internet search engines and drive phone calls to the door, creating leads, which then the installer follows up and, with any luck, runs through a comprehensive sales pitch and sells the job. This is all in support of these systems. There is a cost associated with it, but the internet marketing program so far has achieved a tremendous amount of success in driving high volume leads to the customer at to the installer at an extremely low cost. So one of the really unique advantages of the Renaissance system is how we handle pricing. The typical products, when you get into the home as a salesman, you have to go and then work up a parts and pieces assembly and then create a price based on that, or at very best a square footage number, which is wildly inaccurate. So in order to counter that, what we did is create a comprehensive kit-based pricing system. Now, this means we created 2016 different configurations and types of projects in advance so that we could go ahead and say, okay, a 12 by 24 Aria attached to host structure shade trellis costs exactly X. Now you know that that is your materials cost. That kit-based pricing includes every screw, nut, bolt, tube of caulk, fastener, beam, cap, even down to the peel and seal for a solid roof. So that is your comprehensive materials price. Now that kit pricing also allows you to assign a multiplier on the sheet 2 side of your pricing list. So you say, okay, if the kit costs $5,000, then we apply a multiplier of 2, that's 2 times the material cost. We're going to sell it for $10,000. Now you have a pricing sheet that allows your estimators or your salesman to go into the home and price out every option in 5 minutes. The customer says, well, what's the price of the Moderno versus the Contempo versus the Classico versus the Fresco? Instead of taking half an hour to work up a price for 4 or 5 different systems, you can now do it in 30 seconds and say, okay, which one would you like given this pricing structure? And that's the beauty of the kit-based pricing format. How do we handle engineering? As a former home improvement contractor, I always used to get aggravated when people would come into my office and offer me a system and they would say, okay, here's this series of beams that comprises our system. And then I would basically be left to figure out how to engineer this type of structure in my area and given different circumstances, which, as you know, is a big effort. So with the Renaissance systems, we did all our engineering in advance. What this means is we took a very high standard of building code. We took the Miami-Dade building code, which is extremely high wind. And if you have a high wind compliant structure, then you also have a high snow load compliant structure. Wind pushes up and snow pushes down. But ultimately, the strength of the roof assembly has to be the same for both. So what we did is designed everything according to Miami-Dade code standard, which means that you can install any Renaissance system virtually anywhere in the country with a 12-foot projection from host structure or 12-foot width in the event of a freestanding structure with 12-foot spacing between posts, which is a wild span in some of these areas. But using that little bit of extra metal and decreasing cost with efficiency, we're able to achieve all this engineering standard. We've also done all of our master product engineering in advance. So the engineering isn't something you have to guess at. This includes how each structure gets assembled. It includes the standards for foundations. It includes attachment methods. It includes span charts that tell you how far apart your posts have to be given a specific wind zone or snow load. And so you have a guide from which to work from. Additionally, all of this information is available from us directly in CAD format. So if you want to use a local engineer who you're comfortable with, no problem. Get them in touch with us and we'll go ahead and send him all the CAD files he needs in order to be able to complete your projects for you. Additionally, each kit, because it is a kit, comes with a CAD file. That CAD file is a comprehensive AutoCAD drawing of that particular project. So your engineering process is as simple as forward the CAD file to your engineer along with the engineering details, and he signs and seals it according to your local building standards. So another great part of the kit program is that with each kit you get a comprehensive drawing of that kit along with a fully comprehensive instruction manual. So when you're hiring installers and this is a new product to them, there's not a really steep learning curve. What we want to do is walk them through the installation method step by step by step. Our inspiration for this was ready to assemble or flat packed furniture. And in that industry, if the instruction manual requires too many words in order to get a point across, it's not doing a good job. We treated this the same way. These are broken down to the most simple step instructions of how to install each one of the product lines, and a full installation manual just like this is included with every single one of the kits. As any home improvement company owner or operator will tell you, materials ordering is just one of those tasks that's a non-revenue generator, but what it can do is cost you a lot of time and money. So because we have a kit-based pricing and materials delivery program, materials ordering for any of the Renaissance products is a really straightforward process. So using this very easy to fill out form, all you have to do is enter a bunch of basic information such as your company name, Lansing product branch or Lansing building product branch, customer number, job name or PO, along with the customer name for the project, delivery address, city, state, zip, etc. And then of course your product style. So do you want an aria, a classico, a contempo, a fresco, a moderno? Are you looking for screen walls? Are you looking for sunroom walls? Your attachment method, is it to a wooden fascia? Is it to a wooden house wall? Is it to a concrete wall? Along with the projection of the project, so that would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 feet out from the house or 16 feet beam to beam, and your width, your standard post spacing, and some other various simple to fill out details. This is all Lansing's production department needs in order to send you a fully executed kit, complete with every screw, nut, bolt, peel and seal tape, and tuba caulk that you need in order to install that project from start to finish. So instead of spending 2 hours dissecting an engineering plan and sending in an order of 500 different light items, now to order a comprehensive patio, all you have to do is fill out this very simple one-page form, send it over to the Lansing production department, and that's the extent of your obligation. So who are we looking for? How do we find them? And what materials do we have to offer them? Number one, we're looking for companies that specialize in the exterior home improvement space. These are companies like siding replacement companies, window replacement companies, pool remodelers, patio remodelers, and of course, companies that are already building pergolas, gazebos, screen rooms, or sunrooms. These are an absolutely natural fit for the Renaissance program. So anybody that works on the outside of a home. The other key focus is sales-driven companies. This product can never be sold for the absolute market bottom because it's a decorative system. So the companies that work at the very low end of the market aren't going to do quite as well in the sales arena. So what we want to find is companies in the middle to the high end of the market. These are companies that are doing sunrooms, that are doing decorative projects. What do we have to offer them? That is great. What we have are all of these beautiful hand samples. We have all of our kit-based information, in-home demo pieces, and of course our product brochure and our in-home sales pitch book. So we have a comprehensive kit to get these guys on board and get them successful selling in the home.